Hey there, I'm Lauren Migun. I'm your student's geometry teacher this semester. And I know that our open house looks a little bit different, but I wanted to kind of take some time to share with you the key highlights of the course and what your student is going to see on their Canvas page. Knowing the circumstances of this school year that we've had, the chance that we may have to go virtual or your student may be quarantined is definitely there. So I want to do everything I can to make you feel comfortable about what that's going to look like. I do have a picture here for you just so you know what I look like since we can't see each other face to face. And again, I am Lauren Migun. I'm going to take you through our Canvas page from the student view, so that is where all of our information is going to be housed. So if you see this course here, this is what your student would see as soon as they log in. You'll notice there's a little note to me down here that this is the student view, not the teacher view. So when they come to our Canvas page, the very first thing they're going to see is the calendar. Just knowing that sometimes it can be frustrating trying to locate information, I wanted to make this as easy as possible. So if they scroll down to today's date, they can find, let's see, today's the 21st, so if they look at the 21st, they've got what we're doing in class today. It tells them that we had a quiz today and we've got vocabulary. Quizzes and tests will have to be made up in person, that way I can be fair and equitable to my other students who are in class. But it does kind of guide them through everything that they need for that day. So if we click on what we did today in class, it's going to pull up their objectives, it's going to pull up their practice with a key, especially for our students who are virtual. Not having the ability to discuss with a peer or with a teacher I know can be difficult, so I wanted to provide a way for them to check their answers. After they do that, they're going to upload a picture of their work if they want to get credit for that day being a virtual student. And then it'll tell them either they're finished or what they need to do from there. Again, once they return in class, they'll be able to get their quizzes and tests made up. Furthermore, they also have access to all of the modules, so you'll notice I've got a little note for them. If they don't need this calendar, they can just click on modules. This has got a couple of things here for them. Reminder for how to get that TI-84 calculator on their Chromebook. It's got some frequently asked questions here. So how do I email my teacher? How do I email my counselor? Also with the Chromebooks being new this year, there's some Chromebook help and an online textbook and some additional resources. Now Teams meetings down here will only be accessed and used if we are currently in red, meaning if the school is entirely virtual. Or if for some reason I end up on quarantine. Otherwise, your students will be participating with us through the note guide provided for them on that particular day. So you'll notice that it's got all of the previous content is still here for them. As I said, we're looking at Module 1B currently, so we just did this Day 3 practice and quiz here, so they can see what is coming up after both of those items. So we are getting close to our second test. You also will notice there's a syllabus and an announcements page here. The syllabus is exactly what it says it is. The announcements page would be if we were to have a sudden snow day or anything like that, or if we had a room change, I could have put an announcement out there for that. Your students also have this nifty to-do quiz here, or the to-do list rather. So you'll notice that the Module 1B vocabulary is coming up and due, and for this one is going to show up for me since I did not take that quiz as a student. So I'm going to close that one out. That was from the day that we were virtual. Beyond our Canvas page, just a couple of things to note. My mornings from 8 to 8:30 are reserved for tutoring unless I have a meeting for some reason. But students are always welcome to request afternoon tutoring if they need it. That can be as casual as just saying in class, hey, would you be able to stay after school today? And if not, we'll try to figure out something else that works. There is a percentage breakdown for this course. This is after talking to the Algebra 2 team and our geometry team and kind of figuring out how can we best prepare our students for Algebra 2. And since Algebra 2 has a percentage breakdown that's similar to this, we wanted to kind of mimic that pattern. So in a normal semester, our daily is 20, our quizzes are 25, and our tests are 40, and our T and Ready is 15. I know this semester is a little bit different, so if that T and Ready ends up not counting, that 15% will not hurt your student's grade. You'll notice the note at the bottom. We don't have test corrections in this course, again, because our goal is to prepare your student for Algebra 2, where they also do not typically do test corrections. However, we're going to use a cumulative test format that can replace a lowest test grade. So our Module 1C, we break up Module 1 into 3 parts. Our Module 1C is going to be our first cumulative test that's going to go back over everything from Module 1A, B, and C together. That can replace any of those lowest test scores up to that point. We will review before that. I always make sure that your students are provided with a review guide to know exactly what they should expect, as well as a list of objectives for what is going to be on that exam. The class fee is $5. That can either be paid by cash or check to me, or there is a way to pay that online via the Canvas page. That just helps supply us with tissues, pencils, graph paper, batteries for the calculators, any of those sorts of things that we need to keep our class running. However, I know some of you may prefer to actually contribute something physical to the class, so if you are interested at all in doing that, these are things that we need all the time. Pencils, graph paper, expo markers, tissues, especially this semester, as well as hand sanitizer and those disinfecting wipes. Those are always good to have a couple of extras on hand, especially given our current circumstances. If you have any questions or concerns throughout the semester, my goal is for us to work together to help your student be successful. So please feel free to reach out to me at lauren.migun@knoxschools.org if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns. I truly appreciate you and your time. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.